Hi everyone, this video is going to be about clinical decision support mobile application that me and my team created as a part of our academic project. We named our application as MyoMD. We created this application using MIT App Inventor. MIT App Inventor allows you to create mobile application without any programming knowledge. You just need your Google account credentials to log into MIT App Inventor. To start a new project, click on Projects, then click on Start New Project. This will show you a small window in which you will name your project. Click OK, and it will direct you to a new project window. Here, you could see 4 different sections of the window, which is Palette, Viewer, Components, and Properties. Palette contains all the basic structural parts of an application that you can use to develop your own application. For example, if you want to add an image on your screen, click and drag image from the palette to Viewer. Under Components, you will be able to see that an image component has been added to your screen. From there, we can go to Properties and upload an image from your device. You can also modify different properties of that component. Like this, you can click on any of the palette components to add to your application depending on your needs. You can also add layout, map, sensor, or any other palette components to your application. Now for the video purpose, we will move to the project that we created. For this project, the main components that we use from the palette were button, image, and label. We also use list view to create a list of guidelines pertaining to our project. The function of the button component is to move from one step to another. For example, from one screen to another screen. Labels are used to add text to our application. For our project purpose, we follow a decision tree for chest pain provided to us by our professor and guide. Based on this decision tree, we created a basic structure for our application. We labeled each step of the decision tree to make it easy for us to give command to each component. We followed our structure to create a basic structure for our application using the MIT App Inventor. This is the basic structure that we created using palette components. After finishing the designing part of the application, now it's time to put commands to get specific outcome for each component. Click on Blocks to move to a different window, where you will arrange component blocks for commands for each component. Here, you will see the structure of your application under Blocks, and the viewer is a part of a window where you will arrange commands for your components. Each component can have different commands depending on your application needs. You can learn about the functions of all different components from the MIT App Inventor tutorial, for which the link is provided in the description below. Now, it's time to check the outcome of your application. There are 3 ways to check the outcome of your application. First is to connect your phone to MIT App Inventor wirelessly. For this, you will need to download MIT AI2 Companion from your Google Play Store, and then under Connect, click on AI Companion. This will give you a temporary QR code to scan from your phone using the application. Second option is to check the outcome on your laptop or desktop. For this, you will need a software which you can download from the link provided in the description below. Run the software, then click on the emulator, which will open a window mimicking an Android device. Last option is to connect to your phone using a USB cable. Now we will show you how our project looks on the device. MyoMD is an application for healthcare professionals to help them diagnose a clinical condition for a patient. And for our project, we focus only on chest pain. Before we start, just a warning. In case of emergency, please call 911. Now let's start with the application. Begin by clicking the Start button. As we discussed earlier, we are only concentrating on the chest pain. If your application has more than one diagnosis, click on the one which relates to your patient's chief complaints. That being said, the next step is to click on chest pain. This will lead us to our first question, which is, does the patient have a typical or atypical anginal pattern, pain radiation or diaphoresis, or cardiac risk factors? If the answer is yes, click yes. If the answer is no, click no. For this video, I will be following the yes pattern. Next step is to click on the yes button. This will lead us to another question, which is the ECG normal or near normal? As I said before, if the answer is yes, click yes. If the answer is no, click no. Here, you could also see that we have a back button. The purpose of the back button is to go back if you're unsure about the previous question. So I'm going to click yes again. And yes for this question too. Which will lead us to the next question, which is measure troponin level 6 or 72 hours after the onset of chest pain. Are troponin levels normal? If the answer is yes, click yes. If the answer is no, click no. I'm going to click yes again. Here is the instruction to consider for outpatient evaluation. For patients with low cardiac risk, perform stress ECG. For patients with moderate risk or abnormal ECG, perform stress tests. For patients with high risk, perform angiography. Here you could see another button, which is the home button. Clicking on the home button will take us to the home page so that you could start with a new patient. This was a brief video tutorial about our MyoMD application. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please post your comments and questions in the comment section below. Please share with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Have a nice one, guys.